What is up, guys? My name is Elien, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. After like 3 months, I've decided to actually do the bonus episode for this video. Now, what the bonus episode's gonna be is, first of all, we're gonna get the 121st star. Yeah, that's what you get after 100%ing the game as Luigi and then beating it. Yeah. And also we're going to talk about the differences between Mario and Luigi gameplay. We're going to be talking about how good this game is. And, one thing I would like to do really quick is I realize that I've been ripping a bandage off slowly for those of you who know this game very well. And that is this teleporter right here. I forgot to get it this entire playthrough. So I'm gonna get it. Now this game is truly 100%, but don't worry, guys. I did that as Luigi too. But before we go and get the 121st star or whatever, I would like to talk about the differences between Mario and Luigi. Now Mario, he's very just like regular gameplay, right? He's just like walking around and he can stop. Now Luigi, whenever you play as him, he'll just keep sliding and like that's where you'll stop. If you want to stop here, he'll just keep sliding to there. It's kind of dumb, but you know. Second of all, Luigi is very, like, way higher jump. Mario goes farther, but Luigi can jump way higher. And that's the thing. Whenever you jump, whenever you do a backflip as Luigi, you can do so many speedrunning tactics with him. Because he's so high, and then you can do a frickin', like, spin jump. And that's, like, so good, because the spin jump just breaks the game. And that's why everyone speedruns this game as Luigi, which I wasn't surprised when I saw that. I was like, well, that's how I would do it. But that basically covers all the differences between Mario and Luigi, really. But now, before we go into the Grand Finale Galaxy, which is actually the name of it, I would like to talk about how good this game is. Now, what I'm going to talk about here is how good they did it with Luigi. You'll see some Luigi gameplay in the background while I'm talking about this, but I just want to say how good they did it. I'm surprised it was so good. They could have easily just done Luigi, like, really terribly. Luigi would have gotten the short end of the stick as usual, but no, they did Luigi so good. Like, I'm surprised there's no glitching in Luigi's game, because when Luigi is playing, you can actually see they worked on it. Like, they had to render him through the entire game again, which there's no glitches at all. Like not just regularly playing the game unless you're going out of your way to do glitches, which I am so surprised to see, because like they did such a good job. Like, for a Wii game, you get 2 full gameplays, honestly, with a different character. And this different character has so many things different about him. And the thing is, he's just so good to use. Like, he can backflip super high. I mean, there is no difference. And they did such a good job with not, like, renaming the missions where it said, like, Mario's trip to this. No, they just went with Luigi's trip to this, because you're playing as Luigi. You're probably thinking, well, what happens when you save Luigi in that one new mission? Well, guess what? You save his clone. It's a universe thing. They're basically going into the theory that there's clones of you somewhere. And that I just think that's really cool to look into. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Back to the Mario gameplay. Mario, wake up. Okay, thank you. Now this Luma right here, this is the final Luma, the final green Luma. He's gonna take us to the Grand Finale Galaxy, and yeah, let's just go in this, because yeah. And the Grand Finale Galaxy, the Star Festival. This is honestly the easiest mission in the game. I'm not kidding, it is. It's easier than Dino Piranha, and that's saying something, because he is pretty easy. But yeah, we just have a nice peaceful end to the game. We're just gonna collect all the purple coins. Why did I say... What is this, Sonic? See, he's got the white belly, he's blue. He's running with his arms flailing. Yeah, that's Sonic. Definitely a Sonic reference. I don't know about you guys. But this nice, peaceful end. You know, this is the true ending of the game. I'm just really glad to say that I enjoyed this Let's Play. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed it. Even though, like, I was kind of bad at editing back then. Like 3 months ago. I still kind of am bad at it, but I'm getting better, right, guys? And yeah, so tell me what you guys thought about this Let's Play. I mean, we probably still have another 10 minutes to go in this video because of the fact that I gotta read a whole book about Rosalina's backstory. And yeah, so let's just get these final coins, and there's only 17 left, and yeah, let's just get them. Let's just get this going. But before we're done and we're ready to read, yeah, we got this star to collect, but we're gonna talk to Toad, and he's gonna say, Mario, there's a congratulations letter here for you. Do you want it? Well, yeah, we want it. So, you're gonna say yes. And he sent a letter to the Wii message board, so we're gonna have to look out for it, right? So, let's get this. There we go, that's the final star, the 121st star. You got a star. Now, sadly, there's no dialogue from Rosalina saying, you got all the stars or whatever. So that's kind of a downside, but it's okay, though, because, well, it's just nice to see you got all 121 stars. And yes, we would like to save our game, because, yeah, I have to quit. And, yeah, no dialogue from Rosalina. She'll just ask, do you want to go save your special one? Which is stupid, because we already saved her. But yeah, I will meet you guys in the Wii menu, because in the Wii message board, we have to go see what our letter is. Okay, guys, here we are in the Wii message board. Now, to get to this letter, you have to go into this. No, we do not want to know today's play history. We want to get these letters. Now, for getting all these, it says, Dear Mario, congratulations. We would like to send you a galaxy-sized thank you for saving all the Power Stars and playing to the very end. Until next time, the Super Mario Galaxy staff. And this picture right here just is a nice picture with Mario and Peach and 3 Lumas on, I believe, Good Egg Galaxy. So yeah, that's nice. No, I'm not gonna trash that. And then we look at this one, which is if you do it with Luigi. It says, congratulations, we would like to send you a galaxy-sized thank you for saving all the Power Stars and playing to the very end. Till next time, the Super Mario Galaxy staff. And we get this picture, Luigi, Rosalina, and 5 Toads by the castle. And that's very nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and go back into the game. Okay guys, so back in the game, I would like to mention that whenever you complete a file 100%, you're going to get, well, your planet's gonna start shining, like these two. I have 100% in both of these, but yeah, you have to do it as both. And I obviously have a lot more star bits as Luigi, because Luigi's easier to use in my opinion. But yeah, let's go back into our world. Okay, so back in here, well, basically, we've done everything, right? And you're probably wondering, how come this video isn't over? Well, if you remember, we have to go into the backstory of Rosalina. And how do you do that? Well, after completing, you don't have to 100% it, I don't believe. But you have to, like, at least get a good proportion of it. But to get this, you just go inside the library, and we're gonna get a nice little cutscene.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Let us begin.
Okay, voice acting is not good in Nintendo games. And here we are. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Now, this is gonna be just a nice relaxing end to this whole entire LP. just like that one mission was with the 121st star. And yeah, so just sit back and relax as I read this to you, and hopefully my voice is calming enough. And yeah, let's flip the page. Our story begins a very, very long time ago, with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky, and this is how the search for the celestial mother began. Chapter 2: Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. "If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam," said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea. But "I forgot to bring water!" At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. "As long as I have starbits, I'll be fine," said Luma. "Want some?" The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. "Alright, maybe just a nibble." Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out of it a few times, but they kept on collecting. The starbits tasted like honey. Chapter 3: The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise-blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet." The pair descended on the comet. They found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. "Look!" Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm I bet there's water here too." The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4: The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked, her mother retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry. When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. You have star bits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother again. At this, Luma began to cry too. Mama, oh mama, wah. The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying, the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and said gently, I'll take care of you. With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5, Home. The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With the library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was still certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama! At once, the apricot Luma parroted back, My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama! The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing, My mama! My mama! The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin to moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floating into the sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, A terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her fathers up the hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars and a hush fell over the area. Chapter 8, The Wish. Though she usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across the Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The band of light twisted together to form a comet trail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Luma is to transform into different things, said a red Luma, who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we can become all these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. Blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper. She pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter. Family. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, Alright everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with starbits. Then it will be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet and she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The The comet carried the Lumas, and the girls continued on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be continued, it's said that the comets visit the girls' home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end.
That's all.
My story is finished. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this LP, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I certainly did. I honestly can remember almost every time I yelled, "What the crap?" and I got mad because, well, I kept dying, and I loved every second of it, even though it didn't seem like it. That was a very good story, honestly, and I hope you enjoy it, because I think that really goes deep into the backstory of Rosalina, you know? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it's gonna be, but go ahead and subscribe, and like this video, and comment down below what you thought about this Let's Play, because I definitely thought it was a very good one. But with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.